Hey, how are
Good evening.
you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm excellent. Excellent. So it looks like you're at work.
Yes, I'm at work, but I can still work and still talk with you.
Okay,
It's
okay. We love to see a working man. That's good. So you said your where is your location?
I'm in Ebede Delta State,
Oh,
particularly.
oh, okay, okay. And you said you told us you already have a special woman in your life.
Yes, I
Do you
do.
mind telling us about her?
Okay, about that, she's a banker.
Okay,
She's a banker,
okay.
but never don't mention names.
No, no,
She's a
no,
banker, and
no, no. Of course not. You want to keep her privacy for sure. So how old
yeah,
are you, Vincent? If you don't mind my asking.
I'm 33.
33. And how old is she?
She's 25.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's a good age. So is this relationship serious? When you say you're in a
Yes, yes,
serious relationship, okay, all right. So a serious committed relationship. So what advice do
yes.
you have for guys who are looking to be in a serious committed relationship, or somehow? Because I've heard guys saying how they can't seem to find a woman or whatever. But what advice do you have for a guy who is looking to be in a serious committed relationship right now?
Okay, it's simple and it's not simple at the same time.
Okay.
You think because of how wild the world has become recently. So some guys they are very sincere and they make their their notion, or they make their request known to a lady, and
Okay.
sometimes the lady it sounds unbelievable, or maybe the lady might see that maybe they are not truly sincere because of maybe past experiences or so. So at that point, it makes those guys tend to shy away. For me, you when he's consistent, I think people tend to believe you more. So it's not good shying away, and maybe you start feeling bad, and you feel that okay, maybe nobody loves me, or maybe
Okay,
the
so
girls do not.
consistency in in asking the girl out is what you're talking about. So
Yeah,
be consistent in making your intentions known to the girl. Okay, all
no.
right. Honesty and consistency, I like that. What else? What else? Do you have any other advice for them?
Then also I think another is trying to know what she really wants out of life. Trying to know what if her values matches your own values. Also, if they don't align, I think that's another problem. There are some persons
Yeah,
that
I think that you just raised a very good point. I have one uncle who is late now. One of the things that he told me with regards to finding a life partner, he told me, he said, if your values align, every other thing you can negotiate, right? So you just
yeah,
made a very good point. I feel like a lot of guys, sometimes, because some people say guys are attracted by what they see. So a lot of times a
mm,
guy will see a fine girl and she just, you just jump in, you think you're in love, you think that's who you want to marry, but they don't even
yeah.
take time to really understand that, you have to see if the values are aligned, because sometimes a woman rejecting you might be a blessing if your values are not aligned, right?
Yes, yes, yes. The values should be
Somebody
aligned.
said, Ogbonna Kelechi said they don't pack them finish. What do you mean by that, Ogbonna Kelechi? We would like to know what you mean by they don't pack them finish. If you're single and ready to mingle, please jump on this live. Trust me, if you're trying to say that the good women are all gone, that's a lie. I live in America where people keep telling me that, oh, if you want to marry a black man, you have to, act for less in what you want. But I don't even believe that black men that are in the same category that I want are gone. They're not gone. We have
No,
how
no,
many billions of people in this world? There's so many
no.
people. And you're not going to marry everybody. It's just one person you need to marry. So
Yeah,
you have
yes,
to keep
certainly.
looking until you find what you want. So,
Yeah.
Vincent, tell us. There's something I was going to ask you. So do you have any children? Just curiosity. Do you have any children? Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't.
All right. All right. So cool. 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 Do you have any question for me apart from love and dating?
I want to ask a question. Like, in the past relationship I had, I experienced the issue of I was asking this girl out. I think at the beginning I told her clearly what I wanted out of the relationship, that it's marriage. Then we agreed and all that. But certainly after a year or so, when I made my intention, so okay, in the next 1 year, can we start making arrangements as it concerns the marriage? But she started posting and saying, no, she needs to finish school, she needs to do that, she needs to do this and all that. I said, okay, let me be patient enough. I was very patient about it, and I waited up to about 2 years ago. I later said, what's up? You're done with school now. Can we? She said, no, okay, she needs to go for service and all that, and she needs to get a job, start working and all that. I said, I don't have a problem with that, And later on, to just cut the long story short, and later on, after all that, I still went for that. I said, okay, you're done with this now. Can we still? And she now said, no, she's not heard from God. So I would want to really know, like, I've tried to ask her and really know what went wrong. Why can't you, from the beginning, just tell me this? And it's not like maybe from the beginning I lied or I made it not known to you.
I think for me, quite honestly, it's good that we started with the values. I think that for me, you guys definitely didn't have aligned values. One thing that I feel like I'm raising sons, I have 2 sons. Me, I'm the kind of person that I'm hard on myself, right? And I'm hard on the people I love because I want them to be excellent, right? So I tend to talk a little bit more about guys and the place they need to develop. But I want you to make no mistake. There are unserious women as there are serious guys. There are people, there are dishonest women as there are dishonest guys. Because for me, that's just like, at best, terrible communication, but at worst, just you dealt with a liar, right? Because I feel like, there's some women who they might not love you, because women can mask emotions a lot. People think that, quite honestly, I'm very convinced. I am very not because I know a lot of cheaters who are women, but because I understand the amount of bullshit women can give. Like, a woman can literally bullshit you for years, right? I believe that I will not be surprised if somebody really do, like, if we get a sorcerer or Jesus come and reveal that more women even cheat than men. I will not be surprised. Because the truth is that a woman can string you along, just like that's exactly what happened to you, right? And for me, it's just like your values are not aligned. This woman didn't want to marry you, and she could have told you that on the year 1, but she just kept trying posting you. Maybe she's trying to see, check her chances, find someone better. But that's not nice. That's not even a way to deal with a human being. She could have told you from day 1, I know you're serious, I know you want to get married, but my mother said I shouldn't marry till I'm 30. Or I don't want to marry early. It's not what I want. I love you, but I don't want to marry early. She didn't communicate any of those things to you, and that's wrong. There's no other way to say that it's wrong. It's wrong. So I'm glad that you have a better girl. It's good that you're upfront with what you want. I would definitely say make sure you talk about me. I feel like you cannot, just like if you hadn't kept bringing it up. Shebi, you might have just stayed there for 7 years waiting for her, and then nothing. You'll be 40 years old. She's, your time have wasted. Exactly. So it's good for you to continue on that path, making sure you let her know what you want.
Okay, but then again, something happened I think when I had to let her go, or so when I had to let her go, she still came back and was saying okay that she has heard and she has agreed. I said, what happened? What's really changed? And she couldn't place totally that. Okay, she now said, she had to go to do fasting. She had to pray, do that, do this, and
you guys dated for how many years?
That should be 5 years. Yes.
You dated for 5 years. How old was she when you broke up?
27.
Personally, I think you dodged the bullet, because I think that a lot of women, marry a man they don't love because of biological clock. And as a man who really wants an honest, open relationship, you don't want to marry a woman who doesn't love you. Trust me. I feel like men, quite honestly, if a man is devoted, right? I've seen a lot of men who literally, maybe they got a girl pregnant and they were raised right. They just say, and they didn't really love her, but they're like, I'm going to marry her. And they stay committed, and they're good husbands for the rest of their lives, But women, they're very emotional. If a woman don't love you, trust me, you'll not enjoy your marriage. So I quite honestly think that maybe your mother, your parents were praying for you too, and that's why that relationship didn't work out. It's true, because you definitely deserve to be with someone who loves you. That's my thought. That's my honest opinion, quite honestly.
Certainly. Thank
But
you
I
very
hope
much.
you have. And how long have you been in this current relationship?
It's about, let's say, 6 months now.
Oh, okay. So it's still pretty new. Well,
I
so do
just
you think? Go ahead.
I've known her before now, but
Okay.
yeah, I've known her before now. We're just friends and all that.
So, well, typically, I've heard good things about relationship that starts with friendship. Said Vincent, sincerely, you really love your ex. You just have to let her go and move on. Yeah, he did love her
Wow.
for real. If you waited 5 years for a woman, you definitely loved her. I definitely think that you have a better chance with this person than you have, especially if you guys have the background that you've been friends before. That's typically a good foundation for marriage. I think that you guys should just continue to have open conversation. And quite honestly, I wish you all the very best. And
Thank you very
please
much.
keep us informed and let us know when it's time to attend the engagement party, wedding,
Okay.
baby dedication, and all of them. I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you. Yeah.
Do have a wonderful night.